Hey guys, how's it going? So my third book review. This is a fun way to spend my free time. I'm actually enjoying this. Okay, so today's book review is A New Earth by Guru and you can call it spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle. That's the book. I'm doing this in bookshops because I'm already in the city working, and I actually gave away my whole book library to a friend. Well, not to a couple of different friends. So yeah, hold on. We'll just keep this book somewhere. Okay. So, A New Earth, Eckhart Tolle. And the reason I like this book, it's a spiritual book, but it's a-religious. It doesn't center around religion. It's just the book just focuses on building presence, being present to the moment, and being grounded, and letting life unfold, and losing addictive thinking systems in your brain. So a bit about Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle grew up in Germany, I think it was, like a very poor desert part of Germany. He was poor his whole life, suffered from major depression his whole life, had a lot of anxiety, and he managed to somehow get into university, and he studied psychology as a degree. But there was one point in his life where he was just sleeping on the park bench in the street because he was so broke. Because it was so broke. Man, it's hot outside here in Brisbane. So he was so broke and was sleeping on a park bench, and he at one point, a few years down the road, he had this awakening. He called it an awakening, and for the next 6 months, he said he felt a state of pure bliss and ecstasy in every moment. All his anxieties and like attachments to worldly things dissolved, and he just entered this state, and he thought he was enlightened. So he started to he started to go and learn from different spiritual gurus around the world. He read a lot of spirituality and eventually wrote his own book. So his first book was a book called The Power of Now. And The Power of Now is a bit dense. I wouldn't recommend it if you're not an avid reader. It's a bit dense, it's pretty intellectual. I think he was still formulating the ideas when he wrote it. But the second book, A New Earth, is very well written. It's very easy to absorb it in the mainstream for the public, general public. Easily written. So a couple of concepts that goes into the book. He calls two different negative thinking systems in the brain, and one's the ego, one's the pain body. And there's a slight difference. You don't really need to know the difference. He says the ego evolves. There's two types of ego. The one's individualistic, and one's community-centered ego. So individualistic is the ego you get from, say, your past lives. I don't know what the answer to eternity is, but say you believe in past lives, so karmic energy, negative energy that you picked up from your past lives, that got centered in your brain. But if you look at kids below 5 years old, they all look pretty happy and joyous in the moment. So their egos are very low, like they're still unformed. So another source of where your ego derives from is from your parents, your environment you grew up, your school, your teachers, different people that came in your life, different experience. Fucking social media and the news is a huge thing. That fucking conditions us the wrong way. Man, I'm gonna chill in this AC. But it's a bit nicer right now. Yeah, I might get kicked out. So the ego, yeah. And why the ego is so important when it comes to achieving goals and realizing your dreams, whatever they mean, whether it's become a monk, become a Formula One racer, a doctor, engineer, professional career, or a creative, an artist, whatever you want to do in life, or an entrepreneur, whatever you want. A big thing that blocks you that I've learned through several teachers that I follow is ego. And the reason ego blocks you is because it forms blocks. It's very low vibrational energy. We'll go to vibration later. There's another book called Power versus Force by Dr. David R. Hawkins, and that'll be another one of my book reviews. But basically, that doctor mapped out consciousness on a scale of 0 to 1,000. 0 being suicidal, depression, all that, psychopathy and shit like that, and 1,000 being enlightenment achieved by different spiritual leaders throughout history: Jesus, Buddha, Allah, or Muhammad, one or the other. And it maps society on this scale. It maps governments, populations, individuals, and it says at a frequency above 200 is a threshold where ego dissolves, and you lose states of anxiety and fear, and you go into higher states of consciousness, which is like joy, peace, courage, freedom, love, enlightenment, whatever you want to call it. So back to ego and why it's so true. It blocks you, it causes states of fear and anxiety. So it blocks you from taking action on a daily basis, like the hard work that requires you to achieve big goals. If you do have big goals, but if you want to be in the moment and just travel the world, living on a budget, just experience different cultures and people, and that's your life, go for it. I'm not saying you need to do anything. I'm just giving you tools. That's the purpose of this, say YouTube channel or whatever I'm trying to create. And yeah, the pain body is again similar to ego. It's just a negative thinking system that it's a cycle. So these negative experiences you had growing up cyclically comes back, and you repeat the same behavior because you have the same belief systems. And I'll go into belief systems later, but my firm belief and what I've learned from my switch on teachers is that your internal beliefs, one to one, like a straight, like a laser beam, like a highway, create your external reality. It's like it's like a one-on-one connection. It's exact. So if you have these beliefs that you picked up that people are bad or these types of energies are bad in people, you'll be blocked from connecting to different types of people. But my firm belief is that if you can't connect with everyone that you meet in planet one-on-one, you've got an issue in the internal belief system. And that's because you've experienced bad energy from some person and it's created a blueprint of an energy that you don't respond to, you can't connect with anymore. So that energy comes into your life again, it just triggers your ego or your pain body, and you have the same behavior. And we'll go into the waterfall of consciousness that I've learned, where it starts with consciousness in your mind. So your consciousness, different integrated systems, then different thinking systems, then the visual images that come into your head. I'm actually copyrighting this from one of my teachers, who I shouldn't probably put this out there. Okay, I'm not allowed to do that. Not allowed to do that. Hopefully, yeah, maybe someday I can tell you guys about that. Well, you might have to go to his academy, which is Breakthrough Academy, which is where I went to resolve my issues. Don't have to go there. You can if you want. And yeah, so ego attracting. There's a law of attraction. Your bright frequency and your thoughts in your all the law of attraction is thoughts in your head manifesting in reality, and you attract those realities. So if you have these negative thinking systems in your head due to ego, then you're going to be attracting negative things in your life. Simple. It's like common sense. It isn't like rocket science. Life isn't that complicated. You don't have to make it that complicated. Life is actually pretty simple if you allow it to be simple. So I highly recommend checking out the book by Eckhart Tolle. His YouTube videos and his audiobooks I really like if you're going for a run, if you're trying to do two things at once. Yeah, it's really good. But I would recommend his YouTube videos, but he's very spacious in his mind. So his thoughts are very free-floating and in the moment. So he's not the most engaged speaker. I like him. So if you like spiritual gurus, then I like him. You might connect with him. But otherwise, check out his book if you're a reader. And have fun with it. Alright, peace, love, live with strength and passion. Till next time. Subscribe. I think I should start saying that because this is YouTube videos. Alright, subscribe and share. Alright, bye.